Okay, cool. So first of all, thank you for taking the time out and doing the interview with me. I know you must be really busy. It's a midterms week, but yeah, thank you so much for taking the time out. Um, Really excited to see or learn more about all the interns within the Aggie Youth Store. So thank you. So first of all, I guess
Yeah, no problem.
so first of all, I guess if you want to introduce your name and your year and your major, that'd be really awesome.
Yeah, my name is Yolanda. I'm currently a third year, and I'm majoring in computational cognitive science and applied statistics.
Ooh, that sounds hard. I'm also a third year, and I'm also studying humanity, econ, and sociology. Um, Definitely, like I don't know, you guys, you're taking stats, and you've seen a bunch of like math courses already, right?
I've taken a couple math courses. Since I'm an applied stats major, I don't have to take as many math courses,
Oh,
which I'm glad because math isn't my strong subject. But yeah, I think I was actually considering econ and sociology too. Those are pretty
mm,
cool majors, like the
that's,
combination of them.
that's cool. That's so fun. Yeah, where are you from, Yolanda?
I'm from San Francisco.
San Francisco. Oh, Bay Area. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Where are you
Um,
from?
I'm from San Jose. So
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
all
Bay
within the
Area.
Bay Area. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you miss home?
Actually, surprisingly, not as much as most people would think.
Mm,
I think I'm really liking the more independent and yeah, more independent life in Davis, and I can kind of focus a little bit more on my studies here.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Me too. Like at first when I left from home to go back to Davis, I felt so bad because I was like, I miss my family. I was used to it, but then now that I'm here, it's really nice to have the freedom to like eat like what I want and like cook what I want, and then
Mhm.
like go outside when I need to like take in the air and stuff. But like definitely, yeah, still feel the guilt sometimes.
Yeah, I feel that too.
How long have you been working with the Aggie Youth Store?
This is the start of my second quarter at the Aggie store. I started last fall, and it's currently like mid-winter quarter, so I guess 1.5 quarters.
Cool, cool. I started during the summer, so I probably on like about the same time you started as well. Yeah. So why did you choose to work at Aggie Youth Store?
Yeah, I was really glad to actually see that there was an on-campus thrift store, especially like one that has items at a pretty affordable price because it lets college students to like not always have to buy brand new items at like a higher cost. So Aggie Youth Store's mission of like raising awareness of like environmental issues and upcycling kind of in aligned with some of like the values that I wanted to see improvements on in our community and beyond.
Oh,
So
cool.
I kind of joined the Aggie Review Store team to kind of see how I could contribute to the team as well.
Mhm. And what team are you a part of, and what does your team do exactly within the store?
I'm part of the business analytics team, and the business analytics team is responsible for kind of analyzing the current or past practices of the Aggie Reuse Store and to find root causes of any issues there are. And we solve these problems by implementing new processes and systems.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Do you guys have any like exciting projects you're working on this quarter for the Aggie Youth
Yeah.
Store, or just like in general as well? If you have any cool projects you want to talk about.
So last quarter, my team spent a lot of time learning a lot of the business frameworks because a lot of us aren't necessarily from a business-related background, including myself. So we're this quarter we spent a chunk of time also investigating some of the problems that occur in the business practices of the Aggie store that was carried down from the previous terms. So currently we're working on trying to develop some of the solutions to these problems, and we're trying to specifically improve the handling of like transaction records, sales practices, intern training, and also even like inventory tracking.
I'm super excited for when we're all able to like come together again in person because I really want to be able to have that face-to-face interaction in like a safe manner, of course. So
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully
Yeah,
soon.
actually, yeah, actually, part of the reason I also joined the Aggie story was that I heard there was like a really tight-knit community among the Aggie story interns, and when I joined, I was hoping to kind of build some of those relationships too. But unfortunately, because of COVID, currently I'm just mainly interacting virtually with my smaller team.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like that's also one of the main reasons I wanted to join was also to form like be a part of another great community within Davis.
Mhm.
Um, and while everything's online, so it is a little like harder to interact with people. I think through this internship and through the really great work of every one of the interns and the management and Valerie, the unit director, I think, and the previous unit director, Elizabeth as well, it's been really nice to talk to people and have the opportunity to talk to people. Yeah. So, what do you like about Davis?
What I like about Davis is really the small town and the college town, essentially. Even though a lot of people don't really like Davis for the same reason, I personally like it because I like that. I guess it's like a more tight knit community in a sense. There's not a lot of um, compared to other like larger cities, there's not a lot of residents in the town of Davis. So it's made up of a lot of college students. And personally, I really like that dynamic. And the residents that are actually at in Davis, they're very, very friendly people. And when before COVID, whenever I would bump into any of like the Davis residents or seniors, then they would also have like a very warm and welcoming greeting.
Definitely. I totally agree with you on that. Like, to be honest, like Davis wasn't my first choice, but since coming here, I was like, I cannot imagine myself like anywhere else. I
Yeah.
really like, yeah, it's like the close knit community. Like you talk to like one, like a local business, someone in a local business, and they all know each other, and it's really cool to see that
Mhm.
how they support each other. And also like you mentioned, just bumping into people, they're just really nice. Like you always say hi, like when you're on a walk or something. I think it's really cool. How close knit this entire community is.
One of my biggest memories from freshman year was actually biking in the rain.
Oh
So
no.
sometimes I would like be rushing to class, so I would have to take my bike, and I would be holding an umbrella with one hand and biking with the other, which I totally do not recommend, but it was quite an experience for me.
It's so scary. I can barely bike like when it's dry and the conditions are like peak optimal, but to be like biking, you can like barely see, and like you wear glasses, right? So like
Yeah,
it's all wet.
yeah, it definitely fogs up.
Oh no.
Yeah, I definitely don't recommend it, but I was rushing to class, so I was pretty desperate.
I remember if I ever did bike, I would have to leave like super early, so I would hit the traffic. I was so scared.
Yeah.
Good times. What do you like doing for fun? Like, it could be like hobbies or just in Davis as well, or like hobbies that you might have picked up during quarantine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a pretty homebody, so I really enjoy doing things at home, even though like I do enjoy going outside and traveling as well. But like during quarantine, I've actually picked up on quite a few hobbies. One being vlogging. So
Ooh.
I've actually tried to create my own like YouTube videos and everything, but that I've been putting on pause since school started because I couldn't handle so many things on my plate at once. But hopefully I can get back to that in the future. And I've also been really enjoying bullet journaling. It's
Ooh.
been helping me stay on track and like being organized with all my daily tasks and routines, but also kind of giving me a little bit of a creative outlet.
That's
And
cool.
occasionally I would kind of sprinkle in some workouts, even though I wouldn't say that I work out regularly.
Wait, those are so cool. Wait, okay, so for your vlogging, like, do you already have a YouTube channel set up? If you ever want to like link that, we'll give a shout out to your handle.
Yeah. So my YouTube channel is called AOKO, and a lot of people ask about like where I came up with the name. And the AO part is essentially it just rhymes with KO, and it's kind of like a hi greeting kind of thing, like AO. But KO is kind of like a mix of my first name in English, so Yolanda, the Yo part, and also my Cantonese name.
What's your
So
Cantonese
combining
name?
that together, I kind of wanted to create like a screen name essentially. But my Cantonese name is KK, so it's like the K and then the Yo.
Cute.
Yeah.
Wait, so like for your vlogs, do you do like, I don't know, because I watch a lot of What I Eat in a Days. I really like seeing those, and then I tried filming it, but I always forget to film. Like I film like one meal, and then I totally forget for the rest of the day. So like I don't know, being doing a vlog, that sounds like intense because you have to do like everything that is like interesting throughout your day, right?
Yeah, so I haven't been doing daily vlogs, so I think in the sense that has been a lot less stressful. But I started my channel because I wanted to document my Korea travel. So
Mm.
after graduating from high school, me and my friends took a trip to Korea, specifically Seoul and Jeju Island. And I took a lot of videos and I wanted to kind of compile that into a YouTube video to kind of share as like a memory, I guess. And yeah, so after that, I wanted to continue my channel. So eventually I did some like unboxing videos as well as just like monthly vlogs, but I've only have like a total of 6 or 7 videos. So I think I have to get back on that.
Yeah, but like editing takes so much work, right? Like I
Yeah, it
don't know.
really does.
Yeah.
For every video, I spend at least a week and a half
Oh,
editing it,
mhm.
including like working on other things too. So it's not just solely editing, but I think it's a little bit too much for me to handle during the school year.
Yeah, definitely. That's totally understandable too. What kind of editing software do you use?
Currently, I'm only using iMovie because I have a MacBook and it came with it for free. So I think eventually, if I want to invest more into my channel or just editing in general, then maybe I'll consider buying Final Cut Pro.
Mm,
But I'm still thinking about it.
yeah, sure. Yeah, because I don't have a MacBook. I have a Windows, and they don't have the movie maker anymore. So I use I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, I use that, and then sometimes I'll go on my phone and I'll do iMovie, but it's like so tiny on my phone, so it's like hard to edit. But I'm definitely trying to look for
Yeah,
better like editing softwares, and I've also been
yeah.
contemplating
Actually,
getting that.
on your phone, there's actually a really good video editing software called VLLO. I don't
Yeah.
really know how to pronounce that, but it's I think it's a Korean editing software, but I'm not super sure. So don't take my word for it.
Definitely, thank you. I'm gonna check that
But
out.
yeah, it was recommended by some of the Korean YouTubers that I follow.
Dude, yeah, their aesthetics are very, very nice.
Yeah,
It's
for
very
sure.
artistic and like cute, and I like watching their videos. Those type of
Yeah, me
videos.
too.
Yeah,
It's part of the reason why I got into vlogging too.
cool. And then you said you like bullet journaling and working out as well, right?
Yeah.
How's the bullet journal going? Do you do like the decorations like every day or like the themes and stuff? I've seen stuff like that.
Yeah, so last I started this my summer before junior year, so like last summer, and I used to use like a physical journal and I would do all like the doodling and some of like the washi tape as well as like the pretty layouts and everything. But then towards the end of the year, I got an iPad and to save paper in a sense, I started to just kind of do monthly journals in my on my iPad, and I started using Notion to do my daily to-do
Ooh, Notion. Okay, search that up too.
lists.
Yeah. And then you said you like
I would
working.
say Notion is super useful once you get the hang of it, but it might be a little bit of a learning curve to someone who isn't used to learning that type, using that type of like productivity software.
Nice, cool.
Yeah.
Is it specifically for bullet journaling or is it sort of just like a platform for like writing stuff out or drawing stuff?
Yeah, I don't think it's really for drawing, but it's a platform where you can just either put it's kind of like there you can kind of implement it as a diary or you can implement it as kind of even like a workspace.
Mm.
So I use mine more for school. So I would have a board of all my tasks and my to-do list, and also like a spreadsheet in a sense, like a table where I put down all of my assignments, and then I would keep track of the due dates and also whether I completed it, like the status of my the status of completing that assignment.
Wait, that's so good. Like that sounds like a really fun way to get organized and getting all your scheduling and workload like stuff laid out in a nice manner. Because I don't know about you, but I use Notepad from like this desktop app, and it's so horrible. But it's convenient for me because I can just like delete and then edit stuff like right away. But yeah, I need to get a better way to organize my stuff.
I would say yeah, it is pretty convenient, but like whatever works for you. Sorry.
Excuse me.
But yeah, sorry, I kind of forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, it's just always relieving to be able to check off something at the end of the day when you finish it.
Yeah, that's nice. I just delete it and then I don't even remember what I did.
Yeah.
And then you also said you like working out. Is there like YouTube videos that you like doing, or is there specific type of activities that you like doing?
Yeah, usually I just kind of work out in my room on a yoga mat. So sometimes I would search for videos by Chloe Ting or Emmy Wong, and then I would choose a video of like the area or body part that I want to work on that day. And usually like in my head, I would say that I want to work out at least like every other day, maybe like 3 times a week. Eventually it gets to the point where it's only like once a week.
That's so good.
But like I try to do it at least like once every weekend, because I really don't go out these days. So yeah, I think it's always really nice to take walks even. So I'm also someone who really enjoys watching the sunset. So I think one thing that I want to implement is taking walks during like the sunsetting time and just relaxing and de-stressing.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds so lovely. Like yeah, I've tried like a few videos, like Chloe Ting videos, and I really like doing her videos as well. She had like the ab challenge that like really blew up over YouTube, so that was fun too. Yeah, and then like on walks, like oh my god, the sunset's so beautiful. Like if you ever go up to like the Hutch parking at sunset, there's actually quite a few people there when I went last time. So like make sure you wear your mask and everything. But it's really pretty. There's a lot of people to like. It kind of reminds me of back then. So just like stay in your corner, I guess. With a mask.
Yeah. As if like life was normal.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. That's one of also my favorite things about Davis is the sunsets. Davis has really, really pretty sunsets and also sunrises if you get up early enough to see them. Personally, I don't, but yeah. I always like, I think even though I get really stressed out during the school year, and like one of my favorite things, even though I was really stressed out during the quarter when there was in-person classes, is that every time around like 5 to 6 p.m. I would be able to witness the sun setting, and that was just always like really, really reassuring, I guess.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Like for me, I think for de-stressing and just during quarantine as well, because like I don't know, like, it was really like anxiety-inducing time throughout this whole like pandemic. Is one of the key things for me, at least in terms of like self-care, is just to go outside and look at the sun. So I totally agree with you on that. Like just enjoying the sun and being able to be grateful that this is here for us. Like no matter what happens, the sun is always there. So yeah,
I totally relate. Yeah.
So I guess my last question is, to wrap this up, do you have any advice for people coming to Davis, or any college or career advice?
For Davis specifically, I would recommend that you try to learn how to bike if you don't already know. I know that a lot of my friends like to just walk, but personally, I feel like biking could save you a lot of time, especially your first year when you're living on campus. And a lot of my freshman year memories were made by biking with a group of friends to certain like areas around Davis, and kind of yeah, we made a lot of memories biking around Davis, basically. And also to just, I guess, like college advice in general is But it's okay if you don't know what you want to do in the future. But I would recommend that you really put yourself out there and put in a lot of effort to try out new things and search for what you want to do. And just don't give yourself too much of a hard time if something doesn't go out the way it's planned, because when when an opportunity closes, that there's really always something else that opens up, and you wouldn't have known that, and you wouldn't have encountered that opportunity unless that previous door was closed.
Cool. Thank you so much for the really, really awesome advice and allowing me and all of the web to know you, all our followers to know you as well. Thank you, Yolanda.
Yeah, no problem. This was fun. Bye.